Hello. Konbanwan, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time zone you are in. It is currently 10 p.m. Central Time on August 6, 2023. Hello, everyone. I hope you are all having a fabulous Sunday night or Monday morning, whatever time zone you are in. Hello. It is a bit late. It is 10 p.m. for me, but that is okay. I had many a thing to do, but now I'm here. A little late today. Yes. I was doing quite a bit. I had to go with my neighbor to help her run errands, and we got lost quite a bit heading back. Took many a wrong exit, many a wrong turn. What should have been a 30-minute trip turned into an hour and a half. But I got home. I got home just fine. And now I'm here. You also may hear Bepper walking around in the house. He just has been doing that. Yes. Did you look more into this, aka bonus content today? No, I did not have the opportunity. I did not have the opportunity yet. I've been very much busy, so I have not really had the time to look into anything. I've been dying. But I've been doing my best. Also, Matt's an Animal, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Sorry that I couldn't make it to your stream since I had to hit the sack, but here is a Streamlabs donation to make it up to you. Stay cool, doggo. Thank you. Yeah. I believe, though, that the site that we will be reading on does have the videos and some images and stuff like that, so that will be in this little corner over here for us to look at together. Yes. Many much excited. I'm in a silly, goofy, scary mood. My mom isn't home right now, so I'm all alone in my house. It's just me and Bepper. Not even all the dogs are here. It's just me and Bepper. Also, Kat, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships to me in the community. Really appreciate it. And Tyler, thank you so much for the super. Evo's happening right now, so I'm going to be mostly lurking, but this just means I'll have a premium Shiki ASMR experience today. Really sorry. No worries, I hope you were enjoying Evo. Yeah, I'm in a goofy mood, a silly goofy mood. BRB scratching on Shiki's windows. God. I don't know what I'll do if one of you sends, like, a dono that's, like, activates one of the sound alerts. I don't think I'll be able to physically take it. I also turned out all of my lights for, like, extra, like, effect. Another thing to note, I've been having nightmares every night. And waking up because I keep thinking that something is in my doorway. I don't actually sleep with my door open, but since I am all alone with Bep, I thought it would be best if he wanted to, like, get up and, like, drink water in the middle of the night or go to one of his other beds. So I've had the door open since my mom's been gone, and yeah. So I've been having a lot of nightmares. So this will be a fun time. I hit my microphone on accident. Ow. Doorways are so creepy. I kept thinking that there was some kind of, like, tall, bendy creature. It was completely black silhouetted with, like, bright eyes and long hair. It's literally a sleep paralysis demon. Remove the doorway. No doors in my house. Just an open space, as all should be. But yeah, I don't normally sleep with Did you ask it out yet? Not yet. Separiah. Just go camping. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go outside and be eaten by mosquitoes. The mosquitoes have been crazy lately, by the way. My love of horror coming back to bite. I know. I know. As it does. As it does. Ticks. I haven't experienced a tick since I was in elementary school. I remember it was on the back of my neck quite some time ago. Many, many much time ago. Something in the water turning the mosquitoes fearless. I know, I'm covered in bug bites. I'd rather be covered in your bites though. Nibble, nibble. Try asking it to leave. Can you go away? Having ticks suck. I get it. Lyme disease is the real horror. Oh, I know it. My cousin has Lyme disease. I also have a friend that was born with it. My cousin, though, she got it due to a tick. But my friend was born with it because her mother had Lyme disease. There's a tick bite that can make you allergic to eating meat? Oh my god. You could always use the old X method for getting rid of ghosts. What is the old X method? I'm more of a casual X viewer. So I don't know too much about that place. But I have been there every so often. I will like browse if I see something interesting. Try asking nicely. Don't enrage the spirit. For the longest time, I thought you got Lyme disease from limes. You use X a lot. Oh, Twitter. Oh my god. If the lady that might be in my room is still here, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't stand in my doorway at nighttime because I get frightened very easily. If you could sit on the couch until I wake up, that would be very nice. I was referencing the guy who self-pleasured while yelling at the ghost to scare the ghost out. Oh my god. I don't do that though. Cole H. Gentleman, thank you so much for being a member for a whole year. Congratulations. Crazy, it's been a full year. Thanks for all the great streams and fun. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Congratulations on a whole year. You don't yell, or do you mean the other part? The other part. The other part. X'd out that one. No, I'm being for real. I've actually... So... This is a bit TMI. But, I don't do it. And my mom doesn't know. I mean, my mom does know. My mom knows completely that I don't do that kind of thing. So she just comes into my, my room anytime. She's like, I know you are not a sexual creature. And that is not something you do in your alone time. So I'm going to come into your room anytime I see fit. Which is perfectly fine with me. Keck W. Would be real awkward if that wasn't the case. I know. Privacy is overrated. My mom feels the same way. She doesn't even knock. She just comes in the room. She's like, Shiki! Do you think you can do this? Shiki got bit once and it turned her off from everything. Goodness me, goodness me. Let me drink some water, and then perhaps we will get started. Today we are going to be reading Been Drowned. I really enjoyed reading this. I believe I first read this about 2 years ago. Around my debut time, I think. Beb has been so affectionate and clingy. It's been a very nice weekend. It was one of the B-Day extra long streams? Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Maybe it was during a Halloween stream. Maybe. Sav, thank you so much for being a member for 23 months, almost 2 years. Hydration breaks mean posture check. Yes, you were so right. Oh, I took that time to crack my neck. That was quite nice, actually. I'm pretty sure I recommended it. I'm pretty sure you did too. I'm pretty sure you did too. This damn PC, this damn mouse that doesn't click when I click it, always muting me when I'm trying to unmute. I will destroy it one day. One day. And then it will regret what it has done to me. Silly pooch. Oh. Alright, I suppose we should get started then. Here we go. Okay, X. I need your help with this. This is not a copy pasta. This is a long read, but I feel like my safety or well-being could very well depend on this. This is video game related. Specifically Majora's Mask. And this is the creepiest shit that has ever happened to me in my entire life. Having said that, I recently moved into my dorm room starting as a sophomore in college, and a friend of mine gave me his old Nintendo 64 to play. I was stoked, to say the least. I could finally play all those old games of my youth that I hadn't touched in at least a decade. His Nintendo 64 came with one yellow controller and a rather shoddy copy of Super Smash Bros. And while beggars can't be choosers, needless to say, it didn't take long until I became bored of beating up level 9 CPUs. That weekend, I decided to drive around a few neighborhoods about 20 minutes or so off campus, hitting up the local garage sales, hoping to score on some good deals from ignorant parents. I ended up picking up a copy of Pokemon Stadium, GoldenEye, fuck yeah, F-Zero, and 2 other controllers for $2. Satisfied, I began to drive out of the neighborhood when one last house caught my attention. I still have no idea why it did. There were no cars there, and only one table was set up with random junk on it. But something sort of drew me there. I usually trust my gut on these things, so I got out of the car and I was greeted by an old man. His outward appearance was, for lack of a better word, displeasing. It was odd. If you asked me to tell you why I thought it was displeasing, I couldn't really pinpoint anything. There was just something about him that put me on edge. I can't explain it. All I can tell you is that if it wasn't in the middle of the afternoon and there were other people within shouting distance, I would not have even thought of approaching this man. He flashed a crooked smile at me and asked what I was looking for, and immediately I noticed that he must be blind in one of his eyes. His right eye had that glazed over look about it. I forced myself to look to his left eye instead, trying not to offend, and asked him if he had any old video games. I was already wondering how I could politely excuse myself from the situation when he would tell me he had no idea what a video game was, but to my surprise, he said he had a few ones in an old box. He assured me he'd be back in a jiffy, and turned to head back into the garage. As I watched him hobble away, I couldn't help but notice what he was selling on his table. Littered across his table were rather peculiar paintings. Various artworks that looked like ink blots that a psychiatrist might show you. Curious, I looked through them. It was obvious why no one was visiting this guy's garage sale. These weren't exactly aesthetically pleasing. As I came to the last one, for some reason it looked almost like Majora's Mask. The same heart-shaped body with little spikes protruding outward. Initially, I just thought that since I was secretly hoping to find the game at these garage sales, some Freudian bullshit was projecting itself into the ink blots, but given the events that happened afterward, I'm not so sure now. I should have asked the man about it. I wish I would have asked the man about it. After staring at the Majora-shaped blot, I looked up and the old man was suddenly there again, arm's length in front of me, smiling at me. I'll admit. I jumped out of reflex and I laughed nervously as he handed me a Nintendo 64 cartridge. It was the standard gray color, except someone had written Majora on it in a black permanent marker. I got butterflies in my stomach as I realized what a coincidence this was and asked him how much he wanted for it. The old man smiled at me and told me that I could have it for free, that it used to belong to a kid who was about my age that didn't live here anymore. There was something weird about how the man phrased that, but I didn't really pay any attention to it. I was too caught up in not only finding this game, but getting it for free. One moment, I'm gonna mute to cough. Apologies for that. I reminded myself to be a bit skeptical since this looked like a pretty shady cartridge and there's no guarantee it would work. But then the optimist inside me interjected that maybe it was some kind of beta version or pirated version of the game and that was all I needed to be back on Cloud 9. I thanked the man and the man smiled at me and wished me well, saying, "Goodbye then." At least that's what it sounded like to me. All the way in the car ride home, I had a nagging doubt that the man had said something else. My fears were confirmed when I booted up the game. To my surprise, it worked just fine. There was one save file named simply Ben. "Goodbye, Ben." He was saying, "Goodbye, Ben." I felt bad for the man, obviously a grandparent and obviously going senile, and I, for some reason or another, reminded him of his grandson, Ben. Out of curiosity, I looked at the save file. Eyeballing it, I could tell that he was pretty far in the game. He had almost all the masks and 3/4 remains of the bosses. I noticed that he had used an owl statue to save his game. He was on day 3 and by the Stone Tower Temple with hardly an hour left before the moon would crash. I remember thinking that it was a shame that he had come so close to beating the game, but he never finished it. I made a new file named Link out of tradition and started the game, ready to relive my childhood. For such a shady-looking game cartridge, I was impressed at how smoothly it ran. Literally just like a retail copy of the game, save for a few minor hiccups here and there, like textures being where they shouldn't be, random flashes of cutscenes at odd intervals, but nothing too bad. However, the only thing that was a little unnerving was that at times the NPCs would call me Link, and at other times they would call me Ben. I figured it was just a bug, a fluke in the programming causing our files to get mixed up or something. It did kind of creep me out though after a while, and it was around after I had beaten the Woodfall Temple that I regrettably went into the save files and deleted Ben. I had intended to preserve the file just out of respect to the game's original owner. It's not like I needed 2 files anyway. Hoping that that would solve the problem. It did, and it didn't. Now NPCs wouldn't call me anything. Where my name should be in the dialogue, there was just a blank space. My save file name was still called Link though. Frustrated, and with homework to do, I put the game down for a day. I started playing the game again last night, getting the Lens of Truth and working my way towards completing the Snowhead Temple. Now, some of you more hardcore Majora's Mask players know about the 4th day glitch. For those who don't, you can Google it, but the gist of it is that right as the clock is about to hit 00000, on the final day, you talk to the astronomer and look through the telescope. If you time it right, the countdown disappears, and you essentially have another day to finish whatever you were doing. Deciding to do the glitch to try and finish the Snowhead Temple, I happened to get it right on the first try, and the time counter at the bottom disappeared. However, when I pressed B to exit the telescope, instead of being greeted by the astronomer, I found myself in the Majora boss fight room at the end of the game, the trippy boxed-in arena, staring at Skull Kid hovering above me. There was no sound, just him floating in the air above me, and the background music which was regular for the area, but still creepy. Immediately, my palms began to sweat. This was definitely not normal. Skull Kid never appeared here. I tried moving around the area, and no matter where I went, Skull Kid would always be facing me, looking at me, not saying anything. Nothing would happen though, and this kept up for around 60 seconds. I thought the game had bugged or something, but I was beginning to doubt that very much. I was about to reach for the reset button when text appeared on my screen. You're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation. I instantly recognized that text. You get that message when you get the room key from Anju at the Stock Pot Inn. But why was it playing here? I refused to entertain the notion that it was almost as if the game was trying to communicate with me. I started to navigate the room again, testing to see if that was some sort of trigger that enabled me to interact with something here. And then I realized how stupid I was. To even think that someone could reprogram the game like this was absurd. Sure enough, 15 seconds later, another message appeared on the screen, and again, like the first one, it was already a pre-existing phrase. Go to the lair of the temple's boss, yes or no? I paused for a second, contemplating what I should press and how the game would react. When I realized that I couldn't select no, taking a deep breath, I pressed yes, and the screen faded to white with the words Dawn of a New Day, the subtext beneath it. Where I was ported to filled me with the most intense sense of dread and impending fear I had ever experienced. The only way I could describe the way I felt here is having this feeling of inexplicable depression on a profound scale. I'm normally not a depressed person, but the way I felt here was a feeling that I didn't even know existed. It was such a twisted, powerful presence that seemed to wash over me. I appeared in some kind of weird Twilight Zone version of Clock Town. I walked out of the clock tower, as you normally do when you start from day one, only to find that all the inhabitants were gone. Usually with the 4th day glitch, you can still find the guards and the dog that runs around outside the tower. This time, they were all gone. What replaced them was the ominous feeling that there was something out there in the same area as me, and it was watching me. I had 4 hearts to my name and the hero's bow, but at this point I wasn't even considered for my avatar. I felt that I personally was in some kind of danger. Perhaps the most chilling thing was the music. It was the Song of Healing. Ripped straight from the game itself, but played in reverse. The music would get louder, building up as if you should expect something to pop out at you. But nothing ever did, and the constant loop began to wear on my mental state. Every now and then, I would hear the faint laugh of the happy mask salesman in the background. Just quiet enough so that I wasn't sure if I just was hearing things, but just loud enough to keep me determined to find him. I looked in all 4 zones of Clock Town, only to find nothing. No one. Textures were missing. West Clock Town had me walking on air. The entire area felt broken. Hopelessly broken. As the reverse Song of Healing repeated for what must have been the 50th time, I just remember standing in the middle of South Clock Town, realizing that I never felt so alone in a video game before. As I walked through the ghost town, I don't know whether it was the combination of the out-of-place textures and the atmosphere and the haunting melody of the once peaceful and soothing song being butchered and distorted, but I was literally on the verge of tears and I had no idea why. I hardly ever cry. Something had gripped me here in this powerful sense of depression that was both foreign and crippling. I tried leaving Clock Town, but every time I attempted to zone out, the screen would fade to black, and I would just zone into another part of Clock Town. I tried playing my ocarina. I wanted to escape, and I did not want to be here. But every time I played the Song of Time or Song of Soaring, it would only say, "Your notes echo far, but nothing happens." By this point, it was obvious the game didn't want me to leave, but I had no idea why it was keeping me here. I didn't want to go inside the buildings. I felt that I would be too vulnerable there to whatever I was terrified of. I don't know why, but I came up with the idea that maybe if I drowned myself at the laundry pool, I could spawn somewhere else and leave this place. As I zoned in and ran towards the pool, that's when it happened. Link grabbed his head, and the screen flashed for a brief moment of the happy masked salesman smiling at me. Not Link. Me, with Skull Kid's scream playing in the background. And when the screen returned, I was staring at the Link statue from playing the song Elegy of Emptiness. I screamed as the thing just started. I screamed as the thing just stared back at me with that haunting facial expression. I turned around and ran out and back into South Clock Tower. Clock Town. And to my horror, the fucking statue followed me, and the only way I can compare this is like the weeping angels from Doctor Who. Every so often, at random intervals, the animation would play of the statue appearing behind me. It was like the thing was chasing me, or I don't even want to fucking say it, haunting me. By this point, I was on the verge of hysterics. But not even once did the thought of turning off the console occur to me. I don't know why, I was so wrapped up in it, the terror felt all so real. I tried to shake the statue, but it would literally appear right behind me in every single time. Link started to begin to make weird animations I had never even seen him do before. He would flail his arms around or spasm randomly, and the screen would cut to the happy masked salesman smiling again for a brief moment before I was face to face with that fucking statue again. I ended up running into the Swordmaster's dojo and ran to the back. I don't know why, but in my panic I just wanted some kind of assurance that I'm not alone here. To my dismay, I found no one. But as I turned to leave, the statue cornered me in the cubby in the back. I tried attacking the statue with my sword, but to no avail. Confused, and backed into a corner. I just stared at the statue, waiting for it to kill me. Suddenly, the screen flashed again to the happy masked salesman, and Link turned to face my screen. Standing upright, mirroring the statue, looking at me along with his copy. Literally staring at me. Whatever was left of the fourth wall was completely shattered while I ran out of the dojo terrified. Suddenly the game warped me to an underground tunnel, and the reverse song of healing queued up again as I was given a brief moment of rest before the statue started appearing behind me again. This time, aggressively. I could only take a few steps before it would summon behind me again. I hurriedly made my way out of the tunnel and appeared in Southern Clock Town. As I ran aimlessly in a sheer panic, suddenly, a redded scream, or redded? I've never seen this word before, screamed, and the screen faded to black as dawn of a new day, and appeared again. The screen faded in, and I was standing on top of Clock Tower with Skull Kid hovering over me again, silent. I looked up, and the moon was back. Looming just meters above my head, but the Skull Kid just stared at me hauntingly with that fucking mask. A new song was playing. Stone Tower Temple theme played in reverse. In some sort of desperate attempt, I equipped my bow and fired off a shot at the Skull Kid. And it actually hit him, and he played an animation of him reeling back. I fired again, and on the third arrow, a text box appeared saying, "That won't do you any good." I was picked up off the ground, levitated upwards on my back, and then Link screamed as he burst into flames, instantly killing him. I jumped when this happened. I had never seen this move used by anyone in the game, and Skull Kid himself didn't have any moves. As the death screen played, my lifeless body still burning, the Skull Kid laughed and the screen faded to black, only to have me reappear in the same place. I decided to charge him, but the same thing happened. Link's body was lifted off the ground by some unknown force, and he immediately burst into flames again, killing him. This time during the death screen, the faint sounds of the reverse song of healing could be heard. On my third and final try, I noticed that there was no music playing this time, but all there was eerie silence. I remembered that in the original encounter with the Skull Kid, you were supposed to use the ocarina to either travel back in time or summon the giants. I attempted to play the Song of Time, but before I could hit the last note, Link's body once again horrifically exploded into flames and he died. As the death screen neared its end, it began to chug as if the cartridge was trying to process a lot of something. When the screen came to, it was the same scene as the first 3 times, except this time, Link was lying on the ground dead in a position I had never seen in the game before. His head tilted towards the camera, with the Skull Kid floating above him. I couldn't move, I couldn't press any buttons, all I could do was just stare at Link's dead body. After around 30 seconds of this, the game simply fades out with a message. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Before kicking you out to the title screen. Upon getting back to the title screen and starting again, I noticed my save file was no longer there. Instead of Link, it was replaced with Your Turn. Your Turn had 3 hearts, 0 masks, and no items. I selected Your Turn, and immediately when I did, I was returned to the clock tower rooftop, scene of my Link dead. And the Skull Kid hovering over, with the Skull Kids laughing, looping again and again. I quickly hit the reset button, and when the game booted up again, there was one more save file added. Below Your Turn, entitled Ben. Ben's save file is right back where it was before I deleted it. At the Stone Tower Temple with the moon almost crashing. I turned the game off at that point. I'm not superstitious, but this is way too fucked up even for me. I haven't played it at all today. Hell, I didn't even get any sleep last night. I kept hearing the reverse song of healing music in my head and just remembering the sense of dread I felt exploring Clocktown. I drove back to the old man's house today to ask him some questions with a buddy of mine. No way I was going there alone, only to find that there was a for sale sign in the front yard. And when I rang the door, no one was home. So now, I'm back here, writing down the rest of my thoughts and recording what happened. Sorry if some of this has grammatical errors and whatnot, I'm running on no sleep here. I'm terrified of this game, even more so now that I relived it a second time writing this all down, but I feel like there's still more to it than meets the eye. And that there's something calling to me to investigate this further. I think Ben is something in this equation, but I don't know what. And if I could get a hold of the old man, then I would be able to find some answers. I need another day or so to recuperate before tackling this game again. It's already taken a toll on my sanity, I feel like, but next time I do this, I'm gonna be recording my footage all the way through. The idea to record only came to me towards the end, so you see the last few minutes of what I saw, including Skull Kid and the elegy statue. But it's on YouTube here. I'm gonna stay in this thread for a little while longer before I fall asleep to answer any questions you guys might have, or hopefully listen to your ideas or theories to help me shed some light into this, or maybe things I should try to do. I think I'm gonna play Ben's file tomorrow to see what happens. Maybe I was supposed to do that all along? I don't believe in paranormal shit, but this is a little fucked up. But maybe this Ben guy is just a really good hacker or programmer. I don't want to think about the alternatives if he isn't. That's the end of the copy-paste. I'm hoping that maybe this is some kind of running gag the developers had and that other people have gotten gag or hack copies of the game like this. This just really scares me. Alright, I'm going to link the video. Don't want that playing on my stream. Here's the first video. Here's the first video. I'm going to turn off my window capture to watch it. I'm going to turn off my window capture to watch it. And then we can watch it together. We can watch it together. Good old water. What kind of sussy stuff were you about to link? What do you mean? I wasn't gonna. I was just trying to link the Ben Drowned video. All right. So I'm gonna count us down, and we're gonna watch the day4.WMV video together. I have never played Majora's Mask. I've never played a Zelda game ever, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna count us down. We're gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. On go is when you press play, okay? I linked it up there if you can see it. Alright, I'm gonna start it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. The music is very spooky. Very, very spooky. This reminds me of October. Is that a song, or are you talking about the month of October? Whoa. I've been thinking of picking up a Zelda game sometime, since I've never... Oh, the literal month, got you. But I've been thinking of playing a Zelda game sometime on stream, since I've never played one before. I thought it might be fun. Majora's Mask is a little spooky, so I was thinking of possibly playing it, but... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Ooh, the noises. Ooh, the replaying. Majora's Mask is a weird jumping in point, but it is spooky. Shouldn't you play Ocarina? I didn't know that like the games were linked. I thought they were all like different like incarnations of like Link and whatnot, so I didn't think that you needed to play them in a specific order. Does the story like connect, or is it all different? A weird timeline? I see, I see. Mostly independent? You can play them in any order? Ooh, the scream. Dawn of a new day. Whoa. Ocarina and Mask are exceptions. They are sequels much like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, so I need to play Ocarina of Time first. Okay. I see. I've been thinking of getting an actual ocarina and learning to play one. I kind of want to learn how to play another instrument. I haven't played an instrument since I played like the drums briefly. I don't remember how to play the... Oh my god, he's just on fire. But I don't remember how to play. I'd really like to pick up an instrument again sometime. Hello, Warren. We are reading Binge Round. Right now we're watching one of the Binge Round videos before we continue the reading. Ocarina are so expensive and hard to find? Really? I didn't know that. Shiki, why don't you do more creepypasta reading streams? You should do more creepypasta reading streams. I told you that I love these streams very on when you started streaming. It is simply because reading for long periods of time does strain my throat. So I've been trying to do more streams similar to this when my throat is in a good spot. Because I do lots of recordings quite often, but I am trying to do more things like this more often, which is why I've been doing more SCP readings. But I'm trying to mix things up a little bit and do more of these creepypasta readings and no sleep readings. Yeah. Wow, he's just fucking dead. Met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Shh, Link is sleeping. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. That was spooky. Oh wow, that was spooky. That scared me. Your turn. Your turn. Oh my god. That was spooky wooky. He's just lifeless there. He's laughing. All right. All right. Now we can continue. Damn it, I muted. Hold on, I will start from where I started. This damn mouse. Here we go. My ears are deaf. Alright. I'm gonna post what happened and link the video footage. But last night, everything got too real for me. I think I'm done messing around with this. I passed out pretty much immediately after making that thread. But last night, that Elegy of Emptiness statue, I had a dream about it. I dreamed that it followed me in my dream. That I would be minding my own business when I'd feel my neck hair stand up on end. I would turn around that thing. That horrible, lifeless statue would be staring with those empty eyes right at me, nearly inches away. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben. Never before had I had a dream that I could remember so vividly. But the important thing is, I did get some sleep, I suppose. Today, putting off playing the game as long as I could, I drove back up to that neighborhood to see if the old man came back. As I expected, the car was still gone, and no one was home. As I was walking back to my car, the man next door mowing the grass killed the power to his lawnmower and asked me if I was looking for someone. I told him that I was looking to talk to the old man that lived there. To which he told me what I already knew. He was moving. Trying a different avenue, I asked if the old man had any family or relatives I could talk to. I discovered that this old man had never been married, nor did he have any children or grandchildren through adoption. Starting to become worried, I asked one final question. One that I should have asked from the beginning. Who was Ben? The man's expression turned grim, and I learned that 4 doors down, around 8 years ago on April 23rd, the man informed me that it was the same day as his anniversary. That's how I knew the specific date. There was an accident with a young boy named Ben in this neighborhood. Shortly after his parents moved, and despite any further attempts to talk to the man to get more information, he wouldn't divulge anything else. I went back and started playing again. I loaded up the game and immediately I jumped at the title screen where the mask flies by. The sound that played was not the normal whoosh sound, it was something much more high-pitched. I pressed start, bracing for the worst, but just like 2 nights ago, the files Your Turn and Ben were displayed. Truth be told, I looked at the Ben file earlier. It seems to fluctuate between displaying the owl save and not. I brought up the Ben file, hesitated for a moment, noticing that the stats were not the same as they originally were 2 days ago. It seemed like he had already completed the Stone Tower Temple this time. Summoning my courage, I selected it. Immediately, I was thrust into complete chaos. Sure enough, I was outside Stone Tower Temple, but that's about all that was expected. The zone itself wasn't called Stone Tower Temple, but rather Stone. And immediately, a dialogue box of complete gibberish that I couldn't make out greeted me. Link's body was distorted. His back was cocked violently to the side, where his posture was permanently disfigured. Link's expression was dull, almost monotonous. He had an expression on his face that I didn't recognize before. It was a blank look, as if he was dead. As Link stood there, his body spasmed irregularly back and forth. I examined what had become of my avatar and noticed I had a C button item I had never seen before. Some kind of note, but pressing it did nothing. Sounds played back and forth that I didn't recognize from the game. almost demonic in nature, and there was some kind of high-pitched yip or some kind of laugh or something playing in the background. I had all of 2 minutes to take in the environment before another one of those fucking Elegy of Emptiness statues were summoned, and immediately after I was cut into the Dawn of a New Day screen, except this time it was without the subtext. I have no idea how to read that. It sounded demonic because it was. I'm gonna take a sippy of water. Where is my Streamlabs? There it is. I was a Deku scrub in Clocktown. The scene would normally play after the first time you traveled back in time. Tattle would say, "What just happened?" It's as if everything is... But instead of saying, "started over," she finished her remark in broken text as the laugh of the happy mask salesman played in the background. I was put back in control of my character, but from a fucked up camera angle. I was looking from behind the door to the clock tower, watching my avatar run around as a Deku scrub. Seeing as how I really had no place to go because I couldn't see anything, I begrudgingly went inside the door. There, I was greeted by the happy masked salesman who simply told me, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" before the screen whited out. I was in Termina Field as a human again. I might as well not have been playing the same game anymore. I was being warped around and there was no sign of a day clock or anything. I took a moment to get my bearings as I looked around the field, and immediately I could tell that this was not normal. There were no enemies, and a twisted version of the Happy Mask Salesman theme was playing. I decided to run towards Woodfall before I noticed a gathering of 3 figures off to the side, one of them being Epona. As I reached them, to my horror, I saw the Happy Mask Salesman, Skull Kid, and the Elegy of Emptiness statue just standing there. I figured maybe they were bugged out, but by now, I told myself that I should know better. Nevertheless, I approached them carefully and found that the Skull Kid was playing some kind of idle animation on loop. Same with Epona, and the Elegy of Emptiness statue was doing what it has been doing all along. Just standing there, eerily. It was the Happy Mask Salesman that scared me more profoundly than the other 2. He too was idle, wearing that shit-eating grin, but wherever I moved, his head slowly turned and followed me. I had not engaged in any dialogue with him, nor was I in combat with him, yet his head still continued to follow my movements. Reminded of my first encounter with the Skull Kid on top of Clock Tower, I pulled out my ocarina, to which the game played the ding sound when you're supposed to play your ocarina. I tried a song I hadn't played yet. The Happy Mask Salesman's own song, and the song that had been playing on loop back in Day 4, the Song of Healing. I finished playing the song, and as I did, an ear-piercing shriek blasted on my TV. The sky immediately started flashing. The Happy Mask Salesman's twisted theme song sped up, intensifying the fear inside me, and Link exploded into flames and died. The 3 figures stayed lit up during my death screen as they watched my lifeless body burn. I can't describe to you how sudden and terrifying the transition from eerie to terror it is. You're gonna have to watch the video if you want to see firsthand. That same fear that caused me to lose sleep 2 days ago started to grip me again as I was met with the text, "You've met with a horrible fate, haven't you?" for the 3rd time. There has to be some kind of meaning behind that. I had little time to ponder as I was immediately given another small cutscene of transforming into Azora, and now I found myself in Great Temple Bay. Hesitant, but curious to see what the game had in store for me, I slowly made my way towards the beach where I found Epona. I wondered why the game had decided to put her here. Was the game implying she was trying to get a drink? Unable to take the mask off, I decided that riding the steed wasn't the reason she was placed there. Suddenly, I realized that Epona kept neighing, and the way she was angled made it look like she was trying to signal a point to me off in the distance. It was a hunch, but I dove into Great Bay and started swimming. Sure enough, I almost missed it. I found something at the bottom of the ocean, one last Elegy of Emptiness statue. I went down to examine it, and suddenly my Zora started doing a choking animation. I had never seen a Zora do before. Which didn't even make sense because Zoras can breathe underwater. Regardless, my character choked to death and died. And again, the statue was the only thing that was highlighted in my death. I didn't respawn this time. I was booted back to the main menu as if I restarted the console. The press start screen was before me. I knew the only reason why it would put me here is because the save files had changed again. Taking a deep breath, I pressed start. And I was right. The new save files told me about Ben. Now it made sense why the statue appeared when I tried to go to the laundry pool. The game must have anticipated how I would have tried to escape the Day 4 clock town. The two save files told me his fate. As I suspected, Ben was dead. He had drowned. The game obviously isn't through with me. It taunts me with the new save files. It wants me to keep playing, it wants me to go further, but I'm done with this shit. I'm not touching any more of the files. This is already way too horrifying for me, and I don't even believe in the paranormal. But I'm running out of explanations. Why would someone send me this message? I don't understand it. I just get too depressed thinking about this. The footage is up here for those who want to see it, to try and analyze it. Maybe there's some kind of coded message in the gibberish or something symbolic in what I went through. I'm too emotionally and mentally drained to fuck with it anymore. Ooh, let me see how long this one is. This one is 6 minutes. This one is 6 minutes. So this is the next entry. It is simply titled ben.wmv. If the entries get too long, I don't think I'll be able to watch them all with you. But we can watch them as long as they're relatively short. This one is about 6 minutes long. Let me add some text that we're watching these. Yeah. So this one is called, okay. Watching ben.wmv. Let me add a outline. Let me add an outline. Yeah, I'm planning to pin it. I just need to like... Okay, there we go. Pin. So we're gonna count down. We're gonna count down. I'm gonna count down from 10. So everyone make sure that you click on the link to watch ben.wmv before we proceed with the reading. Where did my window capture go? Okay, that was it. Okay. Alright, guys. Here we go. On go is when we go. We're gonna go, you know, like count down from 10 and then we press play and go. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There it is, the bin file. It's a very intricate little creepypasta. Very intricate little creepypasta. Press yes. Ben put in work later. Look at all those masks. Oh my god. Blah 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 blah. My dude got his back blown out. Oh my god. That's my mom after her scoliosis diagnosis. Posture check, everyone. Blown out the wrong way. Someone needs to blow him back straight. Me after a long shift of work. Me when I'm at my computer too long. Need a trip to the chiropractor. Link with the 3:30 posture. Ah, my bones. He's a little octopus. That's what I look like. Also, my model may freeze for a moment. There we go. Deco Link. He's so cute. I love him. He's so cute. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? I want him to go back to looking like that. I think he's so cute that way. He's certainly got a charm to him. I know. I know. My tummy just made the loudest fucking noise. He's walking so slowly. There they are. What are you gonna do, Link? He's just moving. Oh, the ocarina. Oh. I'm gonna look up ocarinas on Amazon really quick. Let's see. Ocarina. Oh wow! Legend of Zelda Alto ocarinas are like $20. Ugh. Did you guys hear anything I said? Wait, maybe you did. I think the last thing I talked about was literally just the $20 ocarinas. The rest of that was like me coughing. I don't know why, but I have a cough today. I'm hoping it doesn't stick around because I have a lot that I have to do. He's underwater. Someone help him. Hope you don't get sick. You got a trip coming up. Yeah. I hope I don't either. That would be awful. I also have a lot that I need to record for. It would be really, really bad timing if I got sick anytime before September 1st. If that happens to me, I'm screwed. Oh, we finished the video. Alright, I guess I can take down this. And I can bring back up our window capture. And now we can keep reading. Between this and your headache, are you feeling alright? Yeah, my headache is still present, but it's no big deal. I've been getting lots of headaches lately. But it's okay. I'm hoping my throat is just sore because, like, I turned off my air purifier to do the stream because it's a little loud when I have it on full blast. So maybe that's why. Thank you. Also, when I like talk a lot, I get like a sore throat and cough quite a bit. So like, I've been reading for a while, so that might also be why. Alright, here we go. I know it's early in the morning. I've stayed up all night. I can't sleep. I don't care if people see this, that's not the point. I just want the world to get spread. I just want the word to get spread so I don't suffer for nothing. I've lost the will to type about this. The less I dwell on this, the better. I think the video just speaks for itself. I did what you guys told me to do. I played the Elegy of Emptiness song at the first prompt by the game I was given. But I think that's what the game, or Ben, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm even humoring the absurd idea that he exists in the game. Wanted me to do. He's following me now, not just in the game. He's in my dreams. I see him all the time. Behind my back, just watching me. I haven't gone to any of my classes. I've stayed in my dorm room with the windows closed and the blinds shut. That way I know he can't watch me. But he still gets me when I play. When I play, he can still see me. The game is scaring me now. It talked to me for the first time. Not just using text that's already in the game. It spoke to me. Talked to me. It referenced Ben. It talked to me. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it wants. I never wanted this. I just want my old life back. Stuff like this doesn't happen to people like me. I'm just a kid, not even old enough to drink yet. It's not fair. I want to go home. I want to see my parents again. I'm so far away from home here at this school. I just want to hug my mom again. I just want to forget that statue's horrible blank face. My original game file is back, just the way I left it before it was gone. I don't want to play anymore. I feel like something bad will happen if I don't. But that's impossible. It's a video game. Haunted or not, it can't hurt me, right? Like, seriously, it can't, right? That's why I keep telling myself, but every time I think about it, I'm not so sure. Oh, right, what's this video? It's called drown.mv. Let me go ahead and replace this text. Watching. Drowned.mv. Let me link this for you guys. This is the next video. It is called drown.mv. Replace pin message. I have pinned it, so we are going to watch drown.mv. Everyone, get your videos ready. We're gonna do the regular countdown. That is like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So on go is when we pray. Not pray. Play is when we play. We good? Alright, I'm gonna count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Been drowned. Wait, which god are we praying to? You're silly. Pray that Ben doesn't get us. Silly, silly. When did Majora's Mask come out? Like what year? I'm guessing like late 90s, very early 2000s. Oh, 2000. Gotcha, gotcha. Right at the start of the millennia. 2000 on the dot. Wow. Whoa, look at all these drawings and stuff. Everyone frantically Googling. Just in time for Y2K. GameCube version came out in 2003. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so spooky. I got a Streamlabs dono emoji. Thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Don't know why. I just got the urge to donate. I think Ben is haunting me to give Shiki money. Oh, Ben, could you haunt everyone in chat as well? So then I can eat really fancy when I get paid. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Thank you, Mochi. Drinking water. I've had so much water the last few days. Can Ben haunt the IRS? I wish he could so they could give me my money back. Ben Dover, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Thank you, thank you. Oh man, I gotta pay my quarterly again next month. I think this time I can pay the minimum, since I overpaid on accident, which is good. Boo! Oh my! Ah, the noise. Cat, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Ben told me to. Thank you, Cat. Thank you, Ben. Ben is making sure that I stay fed. Thank you, Ben. I thought he drowned, not dovered. You guys are so silly. I'm trying to decide what creepypasta to Whoa, that's spooky. Hey, with a oh, that was spooky. Oh, oh my god. Joshua, thank you so much for the stream. Wow, I suddenly felt the urge to donate. Could it have been Ben? Oh my god, guys, I think Ben is actually here. Guys, this is so spooky. I can't believe Ben's real. Ben's real. He's making sure that I eat well in October. Hi Ben, welcome to the stream. Hi Ben. Oh, Ibaki, thank you so much for the super. Been this, been here, been there. Why don't you all bend over? Thank you. That reminds me of that Seto Kaiba meme that's meta this, meta that. Have you ever met a girl before? You shouldn't have done that. Ben's real. Ben's real and he thinks you're hot. Boo. Oh my god, Hex Chew. Miss Chew actually sent me some of the art that she drew for me like 8 years ago, because I didn't have it on my PC anymore, and she said that she still had it in like the file for like the mix and everything. It was so cute. I wish I could show you guys. It's so cute. Her art has always been so cute. I love her shading. The way she draws expressions too is like so cool. So cute, so cool. And I really love her anatomy now as well too. She had great anatomy before, but now like she has like developed all of her skills and now she makes super duper sexy art. I've been seeing all that sexy art on my TL. She's crazy with it. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Oh my god. You will be given one last chance. Oh my god, that was so scary. Back to where it all began. Oh my god, Cohen, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Been having more power and influence than Shiki. No, the power of taxes compels you, Ben. Oh my god. Dawn of the final day, 24 hours remain. Oh my goodness. Whoa! You shouldn't have done that. Alright, let me get rid of the text and let me bring back our window capture. Nice. Ooh, that spooky little art. Oh my god, look at him. Is it weird to listen to creepypastas when you're the last person in the gym? I don't think it's weird, but it might get spooky for you, maybe. Watch your back. He's giving me the slamey eyes. The slamey eyes! Oh my god. Alright, let's continue. Let me just clear things up. I know you guys are worried, but Deducible is okay. He finished moving out today and he said he's going back home. He's just taking the semester off. I'm not really sure what's happened. I have a vague idea, but you guys probably know more than I do. I'm Deducible's roommate, and obviously I knew something was wrong with him for a few days now. He stayed in his room all the time, fell out of contact with literally all of his friends, and I'm pretty sure he hadn't been eating hardly anything. After the second day, I couldn't stay in there anymore, so I've been crashing at a buddy's place. Only coming into my room to get stuff that I need. I tried talking to him several times, but he would cut me off or keep the conversation brief when I asked him about his strange behavior. It's like he was convinced something was hunting him. Yesterday, I came to grab my philosophy book, and he approached me looking awful, like horrible bags under his eyes. He handed me a flash drive and gave me specific instructions. He told me that he needs me to do one last favor for him. He finally explained to me what has been going on. Gave me the account info to his YouTube channel and told me that he's getting away from here. That it lured him to play it again instead of trying to change things, and that he shouldn't have done that. And to upload the footage and inform people what happened. I told him that he could do it himself, and he got this wild look in his eye and told me that he is never looking at that game again. And that's the last thing he said to me. He never even said bye when his parents came to pick him up. I never even got to meet his parents. I honestly can't tell you what happened. When he spoke, it was kind of hard to understand him, and his fucked up appearance really distracted me. On the flash drive, there was the footage of the game last night, a text document with his name and password for YouTube, and a third document called thetruth.txt. Containing what he told me were his notes that he'd taken. He told me that this meant everything to him, that I follow his instructions exactly. Normally, I wouldn't be so to the letter for request over a fucking video game, but the way he spoke and the way he looked made me know this was really serious. And I'm gonna honor that. I've had this video since yesterday, but had to have someone help me use Pinnacle. That's not really my forte. That after watching it, I had to go back through and look at his other videos on his YouTube account to realize what was going on. And even though I'm really confused, and even then I'm really confused. The video I'm releasing tonight, thetruth.txt, will be released on September 15th, just like he requested. I haven't dared peek at it yet, so the first time I see it will be the first time you see it out of respect to my friend. To answer your questions, no, I haven't tried calling him yet. I think I'll give him a call tomorrow to see if he's okay or not. He should have gotten back home by now. About the video. In this video, I cut straight to when he loaded the bin file in the game. Looking back, I realized that Deducible left the save select screen in because it said different names sometimes. So my bad for that, but all it said this time was the same at the end of his last video. Link and Ben. Nothing different. I wasn't there when he played it, but it looks to me like in the beginning when he first spawns, he's testing out his equipment or seeing what items he has or something, because apparently they've changed randomly before. Then, after that, I just think the game got too personal for him. Let me see how long this one is. Okay, this one's only 7 minutes. This one's like 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay. Here's the next one. It is called deducible.wnv. Alright. Let me do these properties. Watching deducible. Watching deducible. Deducible. Alright, there we go. There we go. Let me go. Let me know when you guys are ready. And we will count down. We will play it on go, alright? Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh gosh, what's this gonna do to my recommended videos list? Remember to hydrate, everyone. That's a lot of masks. It's like he runs a Spirit of Halloween store. Chatting on phone, I haven't seen gameplay of Majora's Mask since I was a kid. Nostalgia. I think this is my first time really like seeing footage of it. Because the first time I read this, I did not see the videos because I didn't have the time to watch all of them. So this is like my first time. Good things only, Kuja. Whoa. I hope that Ben possesses a bank near me. And I hope that the bank brings one of their bank cars to my house and tells me that I can have all the money. Better yet, Ben, I need you to haunt a Sony executive so that if Kaguya-sama gets a new season, that I get to be backup vocalist for the next Kaguya-sama opening. Please. Oh, Aaron, I will have to check that out. Thank you. What if I come by in my car and give you $20 and a McChicken? I don't think I've ever had a McChicken before. Alright. Very specific haunting there. I'm trying to manifest it. I'm trying to manifest it. Ben, can you potentially make this happen? I want to be a singer in one of the new Kaguya openings if season 4 happens. Please and thank you. You aren't missing much? Oh, I see. I don't think Ben is that strong. If that ends up happening, like coming true, I will form a religion of Ben. Hold me to that. I will become religious For Bin. My deity. Did you really forget us? No, I won't. No, I won't. I like the little ocarina. These parts are cute. Sold your soul for an anime opening. Making a deal with the devil, huh? Ben died for your I literally saw a post the other day that was so funny. It was like, Jesus died for our sins? Sounds manipulative. And he didn't even stay dead. More like gaslight. It was so funny. Oh my god. It was silly. No lie, I saw that and thought you'd laugh at it. It was funny. A perk? Oh my god. Why is he smiling? Father? Spoiler, Shiki? Read till the end before you start talking about forming a religion. Huh? I'm confusion. Oh my god. Mochi. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the Streamlabs equivalent of an Akasupa. Wait, Ben, please stop. I'm sorry. My wallet is burning enough already. Oh, 7. Oh no, Ben got to him. Ben took his wallet. What are we gonna do? Ben, give his wallet back to him. Mochi with the real life jump scares. Ben putting in the work. Ben's paying my bills. So silly. Thank you so much, Mochi. Oh my god, Ben's my sugar daddy. No way. No way. We gonna go on dates, Ben? We gonna go on dates? Where do you want to go? I feel like we should get Olive Garden, Ben. I think we should get Olive Garden. I haven't been to Olive Garden since February. Where do I find a Ben? Right? Unlimited breadsticks, baby. I haven't been since February, and that was my first time ever having Olive Garden. But then I found out that Red Lobster has a really good lobster pasta. So like, but also I haven't had Red Lobster's lobster pasta in like a while. Oh, did the video end? Please, help me. He gave it back for now. Yeah, Red Lobster's cheddar biscuits are really good. Alright. And that was, oh. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Joshua, thank you so much for the Streamlabs. So no matter how still you have been, he's been stiller. Oh my god. You guys are so silly. Silly. All of you are silly. Silly billies. Alright, here we go. Continuing on. Hey guys, Traducible here. This will be the last time you'll be hearing from me, and this is my final gift to you. These are the notes that I've taken and the realizations I've made. Before I delve into this, I want to thank you for following me and thank you for listening. It feels like the weight of a powerful burden is about to be lifted. By the time you read this, I won't be around anymore, but after spending 4 days with this maddening game, I have begun to understand what's really at play here. And hopefully after reading this, we can ensure that this never happens again. There are things that I cannot share with you while this was going on due to the circumstances to which I'll explain. With Ben blocking any attempt I made to try and relay the truth to you, I tried, ever so subtly, to warn you guys in various ways. Amidst the chaos and my delirium, I devised to make a barely noticeable pattern in my videos. In all 5 videos I recorded over the 4 days, I have either had the Mask of Truth interacted with the Gossip Stone or the Lens of Truth equipped at some point. For you Zelda enthusiasts, these are all symbols of honesty and trustworthiness, and I would hope that one of you would have been able to pick up on the reference. As I played the file, which I would name Ben, being mindful of how Ben was watching over my every move in the game, I made a point to avoid doing anything too obvious, but I sent out a hidden message to you guys. I never equipped the lens, nor the mask, nor visited a stone. It worked, and the video was uploaded. I prayed that someone would notice the pattern didn't apply to Ben. The tags followed suit. I hope you guys paid attention to those as well. They were my little messages to you. Nothing big enough that would catch Ben's attention or make him suspect anything. With Ben manipulating and changing my files, I honestly hoped that what you guys saw was close to what actually happened. But there is no way for me to know. This may be a long read. I don't have time to proofread or make all of my research pretty, but here it all is. September 6, 2010. 11 p.m. Can't believe what happened, not sure if this is some kind of elaborate hoax. Despite the fear, I can't help but be exceptionally curious about this. Who or what is the statue? Lots of questions here. I'm starting this document as a diary so I can keep track of everything. I'm typing up a summary of what happened so I can come back to it later. September 7, 2010. 2:10 a.m. Summary was posted here. You can go back and look at my first post for day 4. WMV for that. 4:23 a.m. I can't sleep. I've been trying so hard, but the harder I try, I just get more restless. I just feel like that statue is appearing whenever I close my eyes. 8:20 a.m. Didn't sleep at all. Just gonna start my day. I don't think I have the energy to go to class today. I'm gonna drive back down to talk to that old man, taking my buddy Tyler with me just in case. 1:18 p.m. Back home now. No sign of the old man. Really weird that he appears to be moving the next day, but maybe the for sale sign was up there yesterday and I just didn't notice it. Tyler wants to know what's gotten me all worked up. I didn't tell him. Going to eat. Feel like death. 3:46 p.m. Could have sworn driving back from Subway that I saw the elegy statue buried in some shrubbery staring at me go by. Now, I definitely need sleep. 5 p.m. Don't think a lot of people would believe me if I told them about what's happening. Think I'm gonna try posting this on the internet. Think I'll just use the summary. These notes are pretty sporadic. 6 p.m. Connected my capture card to my computer to upload the footage. Thought my computer froze for a second, made this strange popping sound when I hooked everything up, but now it seems to be working fine again. My computer can't die on me now. 7 p.m. Footage is finished uploading. The quality's a lot better than I thought it would be. Gee, guess this is a really special cartridge. I've never had it come through this clear before. 8:45 p.m. Thought I saw an icon pop up on my desktop that looked like the statue's face for a split second. Gave me quite a scare. Getting really unnerved and delirious. I'm gonna crash after this. 9 p.m. Begin uploading my YouTube video on an alternate account. 9:03 p.m. I don't remember having uploaded a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline video last year. This was probably the account that I shared with a friend of mine last summer. I hope he doesn't mind me using it to upload this. 9:55 p.m. Posting my summary of day 4 with a link to the YouTube video. Gonna try to stay awake, but I'm so tired right now. 10:48 a.m. September 8, 2010. I had a dream about the statue. I dreamed that it was following me in my dream. That I would be minding my own business when I'd feel my neck hair stand up on end. I would turn around that thing. That horrible, lifeless statue would be staring with those empty eyes right at me, merely inches away. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben. Power of suggestion, most likely, and never before had I had a dream that I could remember so vividly. 11:21 a.m. I really don't want to play this game again. I think I'm gonna go back to see if that old man's there instead. 1:35 p.m. No old man, but I had an interesting conversation with his neighbor. I'll post the full thing with my summary of tonight's attempt at playing the game. Gonna wait for a bit though and see if I can't dig up any information on this Ben guy. 2:45 p.m. I've been getting random, inexplicable headaches due to the lack of sleep, and keep hearing that song in my head. Also, it's flu season, so I need to be careful not to get sick. My immune system is gonna be shit right now because of that all-nighter. 3 p.m. 3:02 p.m. My computer just, on its own, opened up a text document and wrote the words hi and cleverbot.com by itself. What the fuck? 3:46 p.m. I went to the website. It's one of those bot chatting programs. I think it's best if I just let the conversation speak for itself. 9:10 conversation. Hello? Hello? Who is this and how are you able to control my computer? Who am I? Right, forgot. You're a bot. Do you really think that? Listen, I don't know whoever's fucking with my computer can see my screen right now. Yes. Yeah, and I'll wager that you're one of those IT kids who thinks he's tough shit. You know what you're doing right now is illegal, right? Is it? Oh shit, are you familiar with the terms invasion of privacy? Get the fuck off my computer, kid. I am your computer. Cool story. Anyway, I'm calling DPS. You picked a bad time to fuck with me, kid. Should I wait until you play the game then? What? That game? Majora's Mask? Yeah. How'd you know about that? Because? Because what? I did it. Did what? I played with you. What the fuck? Were you scared? Who the fuck is this? Ben. The statue? You're inside my computer now? Yes. How? You connected me. How the hell did I connect you? Cables and cords. How? Tell me about yourself. What? Tell me about yourself. What do you mean? What is it that really scares you? What the fuck? Answer. No. Answer. What the fuck? How the fuck did you just open that by yourself? Advertisements. I am your computer now. How much can you control? All. What do you want from me? To entertain? You're stuck inside there. You can't hurt me? Go play. No. You can't hurt me. Took you longer to type that. So? You're not sure. If you're so powerful, why use a ridiculous website like this to chat with me? Less messy, more structured. Fun. Fun? Yes, tradition. I like it. You think it's funny? Amusing. And my notes? You may write them down. Why are you letting them? Why are you letting me? It's amusing to see what you think of me. Window closed. 3:50 p.m. What have I done? I've invited it into my computer. I continue to write these notes, write my summaries. I feel like I'm a prisoner in my one place of security. I don't know. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not. I feel like I'm fucking insane right now. I can feel it watching over me even as I type this. Ben is controlling everything in the game, toying with me, leading me like a sheep, but for what? What's the purpose? I know Ben drowned, but why these hauntings? What the fuck am I even doing? It can probably even see this right now. Summary of the Ben.WMV playthrough. Ben called me to Cleverbot again. He tells me that he's sorry and wants to be free, and that I can free him. That just like how he got on my computer from the capture card, he can spread, but he needs my help. He says I'm special because I can help him. That's the first nice thing he said. He promises to leave me alone if I do it. He swears he will. I don't know what to think right now. How can I even trust this thing? I'm terrified of it. But now it's saying that it was just having fun. It's twisted and fucked up version of fun. He's saying that the game is over. I do want it to be over. He says that he just wants to be free, that he's trapped in the cartridge in my computer and he wants to be freed. I don't want to have to deal with this shit. I don't know how long I can deal with the watching. It's watching my every move, every keystroke. I have nothing private anymore. It knows everything that's been on my computer. It tells that if it wanted to, it could do horrible things to me, but it hasn't, so I should trust it. Something tells me that I'm being played with, just like in the game. Ben called me to Cleverbot again. I ignored it and went to take a shower. When I came to my laptop, I was welcomed with an image. Elegy statue, staring at me with those dead eyes. I don't want to talk to him. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking to you. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking to you. It's been more than half an hour and the messages have stopped. Ben has stopped. I'm beginning to think that Ben isn't confined to just my computer or cartridge. I'm beginning to feel something. It's hard to explain it. I've never been spiritual, but there's something different about the air in my dorm room now. I'm beginning to see the Elegy statue randomly as I search the internet in places I shouldn't. Places where he shouldn't be. I'd be scrolling down and suddenly I'd be staring at a picture of the Elegy statue. Always the Elegy statue. I don't know how much more of this I can take. September 9th, 2010. My worst fears confirmed. Ben has tampered with my summary of bin.wmv. I looked at the summary that I posted on various forums for the bin.wmv files and parts have been omitted. There's no mention of Ben existing outside the game. There's no mention of the Moon Children. How could he have been that quick to delete the post without me noticing? I'm wondering if maybe it appeared to me that I was posting everything, but in reality, Ben was posting his own censored version. I'm gonna ask Ben why he did it. He isn't responding to me on Cleverbot. It's just giving the generic responses it usually does. I'm just talking to a bot this time. I think Ben is mad at me. The Moon Children appeared in my dreams last night. They lifted up their masks to reveal their hideously disfigured faces, maggots crawling out of their orifices, sunken black holes where their eyes should be, a yellow smile that slowly grew bigger and bigger as they came closer to me. They told me that they wanted to play. I tried to run from them, but the 4 children pinned me down to the ground with surprising strength. Over them stood the happy mask salesman, announcing that he had a new mask that he wanted me to try. In his spastic, sudden movements matching his endgame appearance, he took out a mask modeled off of someone's face that I couldn't recognize. A younger-looking face, and handed it to the Moon Children. Giggling, they latched it to my face, their horrible, broken bodies bouncing up and down. 2 of them held me down while the other 2 began to sew the mask onto my face. My shrieks and screams caused the happy mask salesman's face to turn into the most horrific smile I've ever seen. He sporadically moved around, examining the procedure like a curious doctor, and not a possible movement. I flailed around, but it was no use. My eyes rolled in the back of my head because of the pain. It felt so real, but I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't wake up. After the mask was melded onto my flesh, they began sewing my legs together. Oh, it's sewing. I thought it was sewing. Oh my god. Sewing my legs together. Then my arms, the horrific feeling of a needle puncturing your legs and pulling them in, rupturing your Achilles tendons and tying them together resonated throughout my entire body. I tried to scream, but the mask was pressed so tightly against my face that it was my new face. And my new face had no mouth. I didn't make a sound. I tried telling myself in my head that I was dreaming. Tried telling myself again, and suddenly, the Moon Children stopped and looked at me. They just stared. The happy mask salesman slowly bent down and stared at me, inches away from my face, and grinned when he simply said, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" Before the Moon Children resumed with increased vigor, I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up. They wouldn't let me wake up until they had crafted me into another elegy statue. I woke up sweating, crying, and shaking uncontrollably. I immediately ran to my computer and went for Ben. Oh! Rie! Rie, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. And Noah as well. Hime Noah raid. I hope you guys had a good off collab. Also, everyone wish Noah a very happy birthday. Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. I very much appreciate it, you guys. We are reading Ben Drowned. I think we're nearing the end of it right now, actually. Yippee! Thank you guys for coming. There we go. September 9th, 2010. Conversation 1. Answer me, Ben. Welcome back. What's the point of doing this? Why? Amusing to see. How? Fun to play. Fun to toy with you. Make you feel safe. I wonder how you would have reacted. To what? You know, if I hadn't revealed myself and stayed hidden, only doing little things to play with you. Close out your windows, turn off your computer, move your mouse by itself. Little things. Make you wonder if I'm there, but you never know. Give you little hints that I am. I wanted to do something different with you. You did this before? Yeah, and I'll do it again. To who? Ben? Did you know Ben? Won't tell that information to you. How did Ben die? You know. No, but how did he drown? Won't tell that to you. Why? It is reserved for another. Who? Another who asks. Advertisements. When? Later. The window is closed. I'm beginning to think that this thing maybe isn't Ben at all. In its sadistic nature, I wouldn't be surprised if it took the boy's name after it killed him. My room is beginning to feel different again. There's something out there. I feel really threatened, like there's something that's trying to reach out to me and strangle me, but it can't quite get there. I think Ben doesn't want to play with me anymore. I'll play again. I'll play the game again, Ben. Can you see this? I'll play the game again. Please, just stop this. Please. I'm going insane trying to decide what is real and what isn't. Is Ben just playing a trick on me? Or is this for real? Is Ben generating these replies, or are people actually posting them? Did I just see that screen flicker, or was it my imagination? Imagine depending on the internet and trusting your eyes for your entire life and then being blinded. You can't rely on it anymore. You second guess everything. For the brief moments I am looking at my responses to the video, people were pointing out things that look fake or photoshopped or whatever. And there's literally no way for me to know if Ben changed something on purpose to try and shut me up. Or if maybe those replies were just constructed by Ben to try and discourage me from even reaching out. See, I get fucking caught in an infinite mindfuck loop like this. And this is what has been wearing on my sanity and pushing me to the edge. As I'm writing this, there's no way of even telling if anyone even cares as much as I think they do. Just another fucking trick. Is this whole document... Oh, wait. Does this whole document even exist? Am I writing nothing? September 9th, 2010. Conversation 2. What is it? What's the point of playing? I die whenever I do anything. You die because you can't figure out the secret. What? Thematic. What the fuck are you talking about? There's beauty in your suffering. The window is closed. Ben is making me play the game again. It tells me that it has something very important to show me. Show me. Summary of the Drown.WMV playthrough. Summary of Children.WMV playthrough. September 10th, 2010. The Drown.WMV playthrough was up when I woke up today. I remember typing it up, but I don't even remember posting it. He censored it again. There's no mentioning of the old man. I have no voice anymore. I'm only posting what he wants me to, and the mask he uses to disguise himself as he lies. There's an entire video summary of a video that I don't remember doing. Reading through the summary, this sounds morbid, resembling my dream from 2 nights ago, except on a far more sadistic scale. These moon children, there's something more to them, almost as if there's another entity from Ben. Oh, they're another entity from Ben. Something happened last night that I can't remember. I'm posting the forced summary to the forums now. Shadow of my chair moved. Ben won't let me visit YouTube. I can browse the rest of the sites, but he keeps on exiting the window when I go to YouTube. Why? I'm feeling the air start to constrict. I don't think I'm alone here. Whatever aura has been here is getting more violent. I'm trying to contact Ben on Cleverbot. He's not responding. I just get the AI. My ears aren't fooling me. I'm hearing the reverse song of healing. I keep hearing it. Now I'm positive of it. Earlier I thought it was a weird coincidence, but just now I went to open my window. And 3 floors down at ground level, I saw the old man. I'm completely positive I did. The same guy. He was just staring up at my window, standing in the middle of campus. If any students took notice of him, they didn't seem to acknowledge it. That's where my note ends. I fled my room, taking the cartridge with me. I don't want to go into details of what happened. I'll lose my train of thought as I hammer out those last details. It's been roughly 2 days since then. This is my last summary and service to you of the final video you guys saw, Matt.wmv. The last video entry I made, Matt.wmv, began as normal. I was spawned in Clocktown as usual and nothing seemed to be out of place. Determined to set things right and play the Oath to Order on top of the clock tower on the 4th day, I prepared myself. I sped up time and got to the final day. Making my way to the observatory as I got up to the telescope room and approached the astronomer. He would not let me look into his telescope. He told me that it would be cheating and that I should follow the rules. Despite my repeated efforts, the game would not let me do the 4th day glitch no matter how hard or what I tried. I tried working around the game and doing the glitch, but it was adamant this time. Regardless of if I simply had the illusion of free will in prior games, this time the game became more aggressive than anything I've ever seen. It eventually told me to go to Ikana Canyon, where the game would end and it would stop haunting me. Anxious and desperate to end this nightmare, I played the Song of Soaring and ended up there. I was told to check my inventory, that I would find the answer there to end the game. I arrived at Ikana Canyon and saved my progress at the owl statue. As I searched through my inventory, I finally noticed that I was missing a reoccurring song, the Elegy of Emptiness. Obviously, once I traveled there and learned the song, I suppose that was the last thing it needed before Ben decided it had had enough fun playing with me. Ben is a manipulator. He tries to fool his victims into security and makes you drop your guard like a Venus flytrap. He ensnares them. I'm nothing but a puppet to him. He enjoys seeing what kind of human emotions he can tap into by doing things. There's still some things about this whole experience that still don't make sense. But then again, I never was good at figuring out these things, and I'm not exactly in the right state of mind to. I'm giving you all the pieces of the puzzle for you to analyze and piece together the missing links. I'm typing these closing thoughts on the library computer on campus, and I've emailed myself the notes I've stored on my infected computer for the last 4 days. I'm then going to combine those copy-paste notes with the closing and openings that I've typed here on the safe, public computer, into one text document. I'm not taking any chances spreading Ben. I would not wish this horrible torment on anyone, and I've made sure to have my bases covered here. I didn't run into any problems with Ben when I was back on my computer trying to email myself the notes. Went right under his fucking nose. He has no idea what he just let me do. Had no problems opening the TXT document from my infected computer in my email either. I can't describe to you how it feels to finally be able to get the word out in this post. The nightmare ends here. That said, Do not download any of my videos or anything about my videos through a YouTube video, audio ripper, a screen grab, whatever. I don't know how he can spread, but I know that just watching them or YouTube reading my text won't be able to allow him to spread. Otherwise, he wouldn't have needed my help in the first place. But I strongly recommend you do not take anything you see streaming online onto your own personal computer. This will be my last posting. I'm putting up on this forum here for the world. If you see any further posts from me after today's current date, September 12th, and after the current time, 12:08 a.m., discredit them. It already has been proven to me that Ben has access to my account, password, and manipulates my computer. And like I said, I have no idea to what extent it can do this, but know that it will do anything to break free. He is desperate. To ensure your safety, just forget about me, please. And obviously, this goes without saying, but from here on out, do not download any images I may have put up. Any files, anything. This 5th day will be my last day. I'm gonna burn the cartridge and then come back to destroy my laptop. Again, even though I don't even know you, this is sort of bittersweet for me. This semester I really didn't have any friends, or rather I stopped paying attention to them. But I suppose that's partially to blame, because I'm the genius who picked to live in a single... I suppose that's partially to blame because I'm the genius who picked to live in a single. I suppose someone to get a hold of me and save me before I got too immersed in this game would have literally saved my life. However, it proved too much for me. I'm just glad it happened to me and I could get the warning out so that Ben dies here. Lastly, thank you for taking the time to open this and open yourselves up to me by hearing my story. Despite maybe not believing me, you didn't have to do that. Really, you shouldn't have. Your support this entire time has kept me going, and now I'm finally free of this. Thanks again, Deducible. I see. A single. He has no roommate. He has no roommate. Sus. Sus. Ooh. Oh, spooky. That was scary. Oh, thank you so much for the super. Hey, Shiki, thank you for being our favorite Inugami. Could you spoil us with a quick hi, honey, in that southern voice? Yes, of course. Hi, honey. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Alright, guys. We have one last video to watch. It is free.wmv. I'm gonna pin it, and we're gonna watch it together, okay? I'm gonna put the text back up. Watching free.wmv. Free. Free. Alright, it's only 18 seconds long. It's only 18 seconds long. Alright. Are we ready? Okay, I'm gonna count down. We're gonna press play on go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! The counter resets. I'm glad you did that. Woo! Yippee! Yippee. But I didn't do anything. Ah, we did it. Ah! Let me do a big... That's a room for Ocarina of Time for the record, the starting room. Ah! Call me crazy, but I think Ben drowned. Unpinned message. Oh, I see, I see. Whew, we did it. We made it to the end. Crazy? I was crazy once. Big stretch. Big stretch. Oh my god. Did you guys enjoy that little creepypasta reading? I know it slipped up quite a bit though, so I apologize for that. But I hope that it was still an immersive time. I still hope that you guys could enjoy. I want to do them what is it? Consistently, like maybe every other week or something like that. I like to do them on the weekends. Yeah. I always enjoy your reading stories. I'm so glad. It's fine, it's fine. Still a good run. I'm glad. I love hearing your narration. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed. It was a mini much fun time. I really enjoy getting to like narrate and kind of voice act. It's really nice to be able to read things like this, and I like taking on the feelings of the character. It's really, really nice. Yeah. In all seriousness, I'd be down for you reading an actual book you enjoyed and make a good long-running stream. Ooh. Oh, I should read The Tale of Despero. I love The Tale of Despero. I love The Tale of Despero. I might do something like that, like as like a... Maybe we could do bedtime story streams. That might be nice. That might be nice to do little bedtime stories, read like a chapter. Something like that. Yeah, the mouse book. Yeah. It sounds like an idea. We could read like a chapter, like... maybe like a chapter a night or something like that. I bet we could get through more, to be honest. But it might be nice to implement something like that sometime. Maybe we could do that as like an idea for like December around Christmas. We could like read stories. That might be nice. Since that is like the holiday season, it's like a cozy time. Maybe we could do like bedtime stories. That might be... Oh, had a little hiccup. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. We could do bedtime stories. That way I could stream every day in the evening. And it could be like a short little stream if we go over a chapter or two every stream. That sounds nice. Maybe I'll stream every day in December then. Yeah. Yay. Alright, well let me turn off my reverb. And then we will move over to the super chat screen. Yeah. Alright, let me also let me get rid of all of my effects that I have on right now. 1 second. 1 sec. I have where is it? Off. There we go. Now I'm back to normal. Alright, let me move over. Yippee! Alright, let's read the supers. Oh, really quickly before we read supers though, I should find someone for us to raid. YouTube. Let me find someone to raid and then we will be off. Let's see. Oh, Mako. Mako's streaming. We will raid into Mako then. Is it a gorilla? A gorilla stream? Alright. Reader Regs. See? Come on. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. We're gonna raid into Mako then. Matt's an animal. Thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Kat, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Me and the community really appreciate it. Tyler, thank you so much for the super. Cole, thank you so much for being a member for a whole year. Congrats! Sav, thank you so much for being a member for 23 months, almost the whole year. Mochi, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Bend over, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Kat, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Joshua, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Uebagi, thank you so much for the super. Cohen, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Mochi, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Which is an equivalent of an Ako Super. Thank you, thank you. Joshua, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Off, thank you so much for the super. And Cohen, thank you so much for the super. Heck yeah, but let's not forget your voice. You're right, you're right. We'll see. We'll see how my voice is faring in December. We'll see. I'm trying to get a lot done so that hopefully I'll have like a backlog and I won't have to record too much in the wintertime. We will see, we will see. Alright guys, well thank you so much for coming out to my creepypasta read. It was a much fun time. Bend over, thank you so much for the Streamlabs dono. Never forget my drowning in Shiki. You're silly! You just had to have the last word, didn't you? Alright, thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday night / Monday morning. And I will see you all tomorrow. I'm actually streaming twice tomorrow. I actually don't remember what I'm doing. Let me actually pull up my schedule for you guys. Hold on. I got this. What am I streaming tomorrow? I'm doing more PRISM Pokemon drawing. I'm doing 2 streams, and then in the evening we're gonna be continuing Edgeworth's trial and Ace Attorney. And then on Tuesday, I'm doing a sad song karaoke. Yeah, so I'm streaming twice tomorrow. I'll get my reservations up before I go to bed tonight. And I will post my schedule around then as well. I'm not streaming much next week because I'm going to visit Mako. I'm doing 3 streams on my channel, and then in the middle of the week, Mako and I are having an off collab, and then I think the following week we'll have another off collab as well. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for coming out, and I will see you all tomorrow for our 2 streams. Yippee! Okay, we're gonna go right into Mako now. All right, bye bye for now. Yashiki. Bye bye.